This was just meant to be an audiobook review. And then...
Welcome back to another edition of Drotalks Audiobooks. Dro here. Today we're going to be discussing Terminus, which was published in January of 2020, this year, fitting for where we're at right now. And it was written by Peter Clines and is narrated by Ray Porter. Before we begin,
whatever you do, don't look at them. Just don't look at them.
Why don't you destroy that like button, as any good Cthulhian would do? Become a Lovecraftian zealot and subscribe for more audiobook content. As I mentioned, Terminus is the fourth installment of the Threshold series, which is a collection of loosely connected audiobooks that center around the concept of our population increase beyond 1 billion people, which opens the doors to this HP Lovecraftian world where these Cthulhu-type beasts come in and eat us. But we prevented it through the likes of Nicholas Tesla and this other really great scientist that I can never remember his name, and I forgot to write it down. But between these two individuals, they created a machine to hold those monsters at bay. I'm going to give a very vague description of this book in fear of spoiling it, because there are some really nice Easter eggs for anyone that is a fan of this series. If you are a fan of the series, I highly recommend this book. If you're like me, I really enjoyed 14. Between the Fold and 14 are my favorite two in the series. Dead Moon was kind of a miss for me, but it was still a decent book. The fourth installment, Terminus, we actually get to see what happens when that can of worms is opened in a very interesting way. As I mentioned, and what I can say is this book is by far the one that is most connected to this universe, which is very refreshing. I really enjoyed that aspect. Where we follow a new cast of characters as they embark on their own personal journey on what appears to be a deserted island, where they are out to save not only the world, but the multiverse.
I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe.
Big warning on this book, you need to pay attention. If you are loosely listening to this book, you will get lost. There are twists and turns on here that force me to actually have to go back several chapters. When I mean several, I mean several, to understand what on earth just happened, because I missed some very key points. So this is not one of those books you can kind of play in the background. If you do, like I was doing while I was driving, you will get lost. This is one of those books that you really need to pay attention to. Ray Porter is fantastic as a narrator, as always. He brings these characters to life, really fleshes out the world in a very satisfying manner, and you really feel kind of the suspense and the dire situation that our main cast of characters are in. I'm not going into the characters too much on this one, because I really can't, and I just rather you go in and enjoy that surprise if you have listened to this series and really want to enjoy those nice Easter eggs. All I can say is when certain characters came on stage, I was very excited. I did enjoy this book. How would I rank this audiobook out of the 4? I would give this a solid number 3. Definitely 14 and the Fold are better in my opinion. This is way better than Dead Moon, but it just...
Disturbance is interfering.
Does not quite compare with the intrigue and mystery and even kind of the character relationships in those first 2 books. What I can say, and a big positive in this audiobook, is out of the 4 audiobooks, this book does the best job of pushing the overall narrative forward. And I cannot wait to listen to book 5 after listening to this book. So is this book a stepping stone? Absolutely. But it is a stepping stone that I highly recommend. So have you listened to Terminus? Was it your favorite, your least favorite, or where would you rank it? Comment below, let me know. And as always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.